Hello guys, how are you? I hope you all are well. I am also well by the grace of Allah. Today I am going to talk about a decent project and its XSL Labs, one of the best projects in this time. Today I am going to talk about this project tokenomics section. Here SYL tokenomics quantitative and qualitative analysis of SYL and its ecosystem, identification of the value creations levers of the token. Here, tokenomics 5.2. Here, the SYL model design, fundamental value. Just see this SYL ecosystem. Here, the users, and here's the exchange, and exchange to users. And here exchange to developers and developers to exchange. Here developers to a soil ecosystem, and here further ecosystem to users and users to developers. It's a great fundamental value. So here is speculative value. Now I show you SOL was conceived to allow value transfer, purchase of service on SOL library, and SDI creation, payment of verifiable credential users, issuers, and the execution of smart contracts. Here, the simultaneous games. The ecosystem will be sustainable thanks to the service deployed on the networks, which will reward developers following a purchase of their app or subscription to their service. Here, the verifiable credential issuers are issuing verifiable credential, and the verifiable credential issuer for writing the verifiable credential traces on the blockchain. Just follow this instruction and follow this article here. The verifiable credential issuer for writing the verifiable credential traces on the blockchain. So here the others topic, others thing users through the SYL valuation and access to different service. Here, users for sharing chosen identity information via Cortex. So here the locking 3 billion SYL will be sequestered by a smart contract. So here the huge SYL will be sequestered by a smart contract with low monthly release to supply the various service in the ecosystem. Here the ecosystem will consist of the different player, user of different service, here developers of dApps or dApp extension, here engineers who will update the DLT, here third parties wishing to use SDI in their apps, and verifiable credential issuer. So here the parity within the ecosystem, a fixed parity will be put in place. The service will have a stable price in SYL. In the specific case, the fundamental value of the asset will increase with the multiplication of many service offered within the ecosystem. Here the goal, it's their goal. Just see this carefully. Gradually get the users to accumulate on his wallet or increase the liquidity of the asset. So here the market value. If you see the ECU, the market value will depend on the listing of the digital asset on the exchange platform. At this time, we can't answer this question. So their statement is clear. They want to say that the market value will depend on their listing of the digital asset on exchange platform. What kind of exchange they want to list their token, and this is depend on the listing, and this price depend on listing their type of exchange and platform. So at this time they cannot answer this question. Here, fundamental value, the core value of SYL money supply will depend on the number of services, the number of users of those services within the ecosystem. The more diverse and varied uses of the ecosystem they are. Here, the more value the asset will have. So, the fundamentals of SYL and underlying technology. Here, a blockchain will be used as a foundation of the ecosystem. Dapps as well as various dApps extension will be part of the service offered. Here, their main thing is the data market size and number of users. Here, the size of global big data and analytic market was estimated at S 171.39 billion in 2018. So it's huge estimate, and is expected to reach 500 12.04 billion in 2026. Just imagine that they want to reach 512.04 billion into 2026. Here, with an annual growth rate of 14.80%. So here between 2019 and 2026, according to valuers report, between the two times period, the market will be multiplied by 3. Here the link, and this market is divided into 5 areas. Here the 7% diffusion and targeting A. Here 16% gathering of data cell and rental of database. Here the B. Here the C 18% storage structuring and hosting. Here the D 22% online advertising, and here the E 37% analysis and intelligence. So the SYL areas of action are A, B, D. Here the A 7% diffusion and targeting. Here the B 16% gathering of data, sales and rental database, and here the D 22% online advertising. So here, number of users, Europe has 741.4 million inhabitants. Here the huge number of inhabitants. On average, 93% of the European population uses the internet and smartphone. Just imagine that on average, 93% or above of the European population use the internet and smartphone. Here the link, here the link of this article, and the number of potential users of the service is therefore here 6 lakh 89,502 million for the Eurozone. International expansion is possible, but this is not for the moment part of the ecosystem expansion plan. So the token velocity, this will be defined in the theory of quantitative currencies. See below. Here they discussed in below value creation. The fundamental value of SY will depend on its use within the ecosystem and will be helped by its fixed parity. Here, if we exclude the speculative part of asset, then the market value will be equal to fundamental value of SYL within its ecosystem. Here, the application of the theory of quantitative currency of SYL. The SOL is built as an internal asset for the ecosystem. Therefore, the SOL will be used for the purchase of service and issuance of a verifiable credential. So, here's their other article, and if you want to know about this project in detail, just visit this website and see all their article carefully and line by line. So, So far today, I will discuss about this project in detail in my next video. So stay with me, and one more request, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you again. Goodbye.